Near my village, the morning felt so alive. The sky still had a pinkish glow that slowly disappeared, giving way to the sunlight that began to greet the earth. In a vast green rice field, a group of female farmers seemed busy with their activities. They let go of the fatigue of life with laughter and jokes that answered each other, creating an atmosphere far from the hustle and bustle of the city. Skillfully, they harvest the yellowing rice in the fields. Their skilled hands move quickly, swinging the sickle perfectly, cutting the rice stalks that are heavy with their grains. Some talk while laughing, some throw light jokes at each other, and the sound of their laughter seems to complement the morning silence that is only occasionally broken by the chirping of birds in the distance. Their sweat was not felt, because the joy they felt was much greater. Among the piles of rice that began to pile up on the ground, there was a simple joy created from hard work and togetherness. Some of them were young, but many were older, and each generation seemed to complement each other in a meaningful togetherness. They worked with enthusiasm, but no one was in a hurry. The atmosphere around them was full of warmth, like the sunlight that began to cool their tired bodies. Some of them sat for a moment on the straw, chatting while enjoying the gentle breeze, carrying the smell of fresh, wet soil. Their simple life seemed to teach them how valuable every second spent together was. Behind their busy gaze with the fruits of their labor, there is a hidden sense of pride. Each of them knows that what they do is not just to earn a living, but also part of a legacy that continues to be passed down. In the rice fields, they seem to be an inseparable part of nature, as if living in peaceful harmony. In between their work, some sang softly, old songs that had become a tradition, as if accompanying their tireless footsteps. That morning, in the middle of the vast expanse of rice fields, their laughter echoed, forming a beautiful memory that will live on in every inch of land that they care for with love. Slowly but surely, their steps continued to move, orderly and full of perseverance. They were female farmers, figures rarely heard in the hustle and bustle of the outside world, but had an undeniable toughness. Every morning, they came with enthusiasm, even though the air was still cold and the dew had not completely evaporated from the leaves. They never uttered the word tired, even though their faces wrinkled by time told of all their struggles. In the middle of the vast expanse of rice fields, they moved like a flock of birds flying in unison, their every movement complementing each other. With hands that are used to holding sickles and hoes, they pick the rice one by one, moving sacks containing the harvest deftly. There is no stopping in their footsteps, not only because of the results that await, but more because of the love they instill in every strand of rice leaves, in every drop of sweat that falls to the ground. Almost every day, the rice fields are where they struggle. Sometimes the sky is cloudy, bringing unexpected rain, but they remain there, like a part of the earth that cannot be separated. The rain may make them wet, but their spirit never fades. Likewise, with the scorching heat that stings their skin, they remain steadfast, completing every task at hand. Rough hands, dark skin burned by the sun, all of that is a silent witness to their long journey. As they continued to work, they spoke softly, occasionally laughing, or encouraging each other. There was a strength in that togetherness, a strength that could not be expressed in words. They knew that behind every grain of rice that was successfully harvested, there was a long story of struggle, of a life that they lived with gratitude and without complaint. There is never any room for giving up in their lives. Even though sometimes the harvest is not as expected, even though the season fails to give them what they dream of, they know that hard work is never in vain. Even though their days are often repetitive with timeless busyness, they never feel bored. Because they know, behind every drop of sweat that falls, there is a life to fight for, and in every new morning, there is hope that continues to grow, along with the plants they care for with loving hands.